morning. It's our Saturday, first day of our Saturday vlog, and I am doing my 5K. It was running with my peeps themed. I was supposed to do it with two girls. One of them, I don't think she's gonna show up. She's having problems with her asthma, and the other one, she had twisted her or rolled her ankle a week or so ago, and it's still bothering her. So it's just me with my own peeps, I guess, running peeps around here. But these kind of runs, I like doing them because they're with groups and they're fun. But I'm used to doing a lot of things by myself lately, so this is okay. I'll be the loser with no peeps, but that's fine. Now, one friend may still show up. It's my best friend's daughter-in-law. She's probably gonna show up. I haven't heard from anyone this morning, and it is almost 8 o'clock. I gotta go use the restroom because I was drinking my morning supplements. So did my carb load oatmeal, and I'm ready to go. So if nobody does it with me, I'm probably just gonna go at a try to do a good pace. I was gonna do a walk, but this is replacing my cardio per my coach. It was okay. So I guess I'll talk to y'all later and let y'all know how it went. Bye. Take it up a notch. All right, I did it. Here's my little meadow and my little peeps. They go back and forth. Isn't that cute? Anyway, my best friend's daughter did run it or jog it with us, and then so did the girl that was having the issues with her asthma. She actually went to the doctor and she ran the whole thing. We didn't end up doing it together, but we met up and we took pictures, and we all finished it. So I'm very proud of us, and already have my 10,000 steps in, 10,600 now, and it's barely 9:30. So I'm doing pretty good on my steps. Now for the rest of the day, my mom has a big barbecue for some of the family and friends today, instead of on Sunday, because she knows people like to do their own thing on Sunday. So I'm gonna go be with my mom for the rest of the day after I pick up some stuff from the house. I feel pretty energized right now. Let's see how the day goes. Oh, my time. I did use my watch, and it showed my pace was 10.44 minute per mile for the 5K. So I think that was really good. I thought I was going to be at more like 13. The last 5K, well, 10K that I did was for my 52nd birthday. I went to Dallas to do the Wonder Woman, and it was like perfect for my birthday. It even fell exactly on my birthday. So that was the last time I ran, and but it felt good to get back in there and do it. I know I can't always do it, but it felt better than the cardio that my coach gives me, because it was outdoors and all the people and stuff. It gives you more of a pump. So I really enjoyed it. I can't do too many, but for now we may do another one. So I'll talk to y'all soon.
It is! Come on, Carly, look! Look! Look!
That purple is next to her, but she wasn't mad at me.
Come on,
She was
let's
just
go to Fred!
You gotta have two people to shoot the kids.
She just really enjoyed it.
Happy Easter, everyone. Hopefully y'all are enjoying family at this time. And right now we're headed to the park with some family members. They do theirs, a big thing at one of the parks here, and we're gonna go by there. But it is a Sunday reset as well, so we're not staying too long. This morning, I didn't do any core or anything. I can still probably do that later tonight with vacuums. I went to go see my dad today, and he's not doing too well. And now hospice has come in to kind of assist and help with the things that the the assisted living care facility won't do. And today I went in, and like I told y'all, he was in for an UTI, and he's had several in the past, so they've decided to keep him in a catheter. And they did have him sitting up with his own clothes on. Usually they just have him in a gown, you know, over there, because he doesn't get up or want to be out and about. But this time we went in, and he had a new bed, and he had a sweatshirt and a t-shirt on with a nice clean blanket, and his bed was made, and it felt a lot more comfortable now that I see that he's getting more help over there. But we did have a conversation, and he wants to go home. The issue, he does live right next door to me, but the issue is that I can't be there 24/7, and it is truly expensive to have a 24-hour nurse, you know, or get like 3 nurses to take shifts. It's at least 11 grand, and that's just paying them out of pocket by an hour. If y'all know, have any suggestions on anything else we can do about that, I would love to hear them. Because now my sister and I went to see him, and trying to make him understand that we are not keeping him a prisoner is hard. He wants to die in his house, and he says all these things that we're just, you know, being mean. We're keeping him a prisoner. He wants to go home so he can pass on, and it's not that we don't want him to. There's nobody to take care of him with the amount of care he's going to need. But I did talk to my sister, and we're going to try to figure it out and see what we can do. I'm going to get a list of vacation dates and questions and availability from my boss of days that I can be there. There's a lot we'd have to do to assure that he's safe in his house. And it's a huge responsibility. For about 3 years ago, I believe it was 3, maybe 4, he slipped in the tub and couldn't walk, and he had to stay with me for 6 months through his rehab until he could walk again and stuff. And that was really hard. I did the changing, the cleaning, waking up at night, babies, you know, sitting with him, and it was a lot. This time he doesn't have use of his left side, so it's going to be even more. It's going to be harder. He can't assist me in helping to change him now because he can't roll himself and stuff like that. So that's why, you know, it's harder for him to stay with me this time, because last time he did try to get my kids every time he saw them to help him, and I just felt really guilty about having my kids be obligated to that. I don't know if that sounds bad or not, but it's like they're kids, and they felt bad seeing their grandpa, and it didn't feel good. So for sure that is why we found a home for him. But he does have a house next to me, which would mean that I would still be the one more responsible for the care at midnight, because I'm right here, and my sister doesn't realize that. And I think she thinks it's easier than it is, because when I went through this with my dad, they were not on talking terms. So I did everything by myself. None of the brothers or sisters came to help me. It was just me and my husband and my kids. And I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. I think it's just because I'm stressing about it, and I need to get it out, and there's no one else that I can talk to. I know that I can't really talk to y'all, but I'm talking, or talk with you, but I'm talking to you, and maybe I can get some advice or reassurance. But he made me feel so bad, because he kept saying that he just wants to go home, and I don't understand. I don't know what it's like to be prisoner, and I'm going to see if I can make it work. And I haven't talked to my husband about it, because he was not for the idea when I first brought it up to him a while back. But seeing my dad today, I just have to figure out if there's a way I can do this. So just pray for me, and I'm praying as well to make sure that we make the right decision for my dad. It's more like he's just very hard-headed. He's like, all you have to do is let me lay in my bed. I just want to be in my house. And I just want to give him that. But I'm scared that I can't. I have to figure out if I can do something and make it better for him, because we don't know how much longer he has. So with that, I'm going to get a list of questions for hospice to see how much they can help with if we bring him home. I have to get some cleaning crews and some prices for them to make it more accessible. My dad loved to have stuff, so he has a lot of stuff, and for people we have to just get all the stuff out. And I'm gonna get my vacation dates together, and I know it sounds selfish to say that, but we need to make sure that my sister's gonna get her vacation dates together, just so we can see who's gonna pick up for each other. We're gonna have to go in this together. I can't do it alone. Not this time. He's not able to use his hands and have sensation in both legs. Like, it's just too different from the last time that he stayed with me. I'm gonna just get all the things that I remember I had to go through, and we can see how we're gonna do this together. But I'm getting late to get to the park, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning. Introducing you to Monday. I did go and do my back and shoulders this morning and did the 15-minute incline walk. So tonight, after work, I'm going to go and do my 30 minutes of the rest of my cardio. And that's about it for today. I'm going to do about 10 to 15 minutes of posing. And sorry for the background. I'm out here outside my job, and the lawn guys are out there yelling at each other. But anyway, so that's it. I did get all my steps in. I didn't come back on yesterday, but we winded down about 10 o'clock because it was Easter and we had all these events to go to for the park and stuff. But so it was a busy day. And what else was I gonna tell y'all? Oh, I didn't get meal 5 in because I didn't prep for it and didn't take it to the park. I thought we would be home by then, but when we got home, it was too late to eat. So I didn't get meal 5 in. The scale has been dropping, and I'm not sure why. This morning it was at 115, and it was at 117.2 on Saturday morning. So it's dropping, but I'm sure it's gonna go back up because now I'm not gonna get as much sleep. I noticed that with my weight, it will trickle up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday start to drop. But that, I think it's because I start to get more sleep on the weekends, and it drops like a whole pound, but I get 7.5 hours sleep. So then Monday comes, it starts to go, Tuesday comes, it starts to go back up. So I think sleep has a lot to do with that, but I'm trying. I've been having a lot of other issues to try to figure out, like with my dad. I did talk to my sister again yesterday, and we are going to see about getting a meeting with hospice to see how to transition him to home. We still need to talk to the nurses and stuff to see what they suggest and what they feel we can do together. Like I said, my sister's not been through this before. I have. I know it's a lot of work. It's going to bring a lot of stress. So I got to just figure that part out. But I think we're leaning towards getting my dad ready to come home. So I will let y'all know how that goes if you're interested. It does help me to do these vlog style episodes, because I can go back and critique myself and learn about when I say things out loud, it helps me. I've always been one, if you've watched my fat loss effect videos, I was always one to just suck it in, hold it in, don't talk about it, be on my tiptoes. And as I started to get with my coworker and get with my trainer and be able to express myself more. I got to listen to myself and feel better about what I was deciding to do. So this has also been helpful in that aspect, that I can kind of see myself going through it and hear what I'm saying and kind of analyze it myself, since I'm not getting any comments. So anyway, I'm gonna go inside to go to work, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks. Hey, it is Tuesday and it's 4:30. I'm just leaving work. I did not go work out this morning, so I have to finish out this week in 3 days. So I won't have any more rest periods for the week. I'm just tired, but I did send a message to my coach, and when I did that, I forgot to tell y'all that there were no changes. He got back to me on Sunday like 9:30 at night, which I don't know if that's how this is supposed to work, because I send it on Saturday morning and he always gets to me like on Sunday afternoon, but he's looking at stuff from Saturday to Friday. So then I continue 3 days before I get the new week. So I don't know. That's the way it's working out. So anyway, I did not mention that I am feeling like I need more carbs and less protein. I'm at about 160 grams of protein. My blood work is saying that my BUN is high, and the creatinine or something like that is high on the blood work. Now I looked at the blood work that my endocrinologist sent in for, and I got the results online. And so I started Googling everything, and for my body, it seems like the protein is what's making the DHEA and the BUN considerably high. And it was saying something about, because my protein is too high for my body, 160 grams, plus I'm taking creatine, and it's saying I don't need it. But I didn't talk to my endocrinologist about that. That's just what I researched on my own. And you know how you can go down a rabbit hole doing that. You know how you can just start going crazy with overthinking. But I'm considering just letting him know, because even for myself, I've been feeling like it's too much protein, especially with the way that my digestion is. And now that he added more work, he did not add more carbs. He kept the macros the same. So I want to ask him about it, but I don't want to sound like a baby, I want to, he did good on my DEXA scan, but I'm really feeling like I need more carbs for this extra 22 minutes, 4 days a week. I know it sounds like nothing, but what else could it be? And digestion has been off since the beginning, but I've just been considering it and taking extra things to be able to go to the restroom. And now I'm feeling like my energy is taking a toll. So now then I get the blood work, and it's telling me the same thing about the results on those two items. It also said my estrogen is low and my FSH is okay, which my doctor did send in an order for an MRI, something about for the pituitary gland because of the prolactin, all kinds of stuff. So I really need to start researching and figuring out what all that is about. And I go see him on the 23rd, and the sad thing is he won't do like just a call. They want to get your deductible so that you can get the next step. And I don't know if he'll want to see me any earlier than that. I guess I could try that. But anyway, that's what I'm going through with my blood work. It's showing things that are high that can be due with the protein and the creatine. And then it's showing for the libido, the estrogen is low. but the TSH and the free tests are good. So then that creates issues with your prolactin, or I'm sorry, the pituitary gland. Oh Lord, help me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I read it all, but I just am overwhelmed by it. So I'm just gonna head home and at least get my steps in, because I slept in. So I've done like 3,000 steps. I was busy here at work because I was off Friday. So really, when you're off from work, you really have to make it up during 4 days instead of 5. So I'm making up Friday, today, and yesterday. A lot going on at work. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning and 4:27, and I am already at the gym. I couldn't sleep. I am very fatigued in my workouts. I am now trying not to drink coffee at about 2 p.m. so that I can sleep. And then when I'm trying to sleep, I'm restless. It was like 2:45, and I just started organizing my closet and my drawers, and then just got ready and said I might as well come into the gym. So I did end up doing a pre-workout this morning, and my body is so itchy, so I gotta get there and start working out. I try to look for the stem-free where it doesn't do that, but I don't know of a good one. So if you can recommend one that I can get without going through delivery or even Amazon, because it's one day. But I did have one at home that I just went ahead and took in case this is not going to be a productive workout because I didn't get any sleep. Scale had been at about 115.8. This morning it's 117.8. So my scale is always all over the place. I should actually start letting y'all know every day what the scale says, because it goes crazy. And then on Friday, I just go like, what I end up doing is Friday goes with last Friday in comparison, Monday with last Monday, because it does this shoot down, shoot up during the week, shoot down during the weekend. And my coach is saying maybe that's because I get more rest on the weekend. Could be, because this morning it was up 2 pounds. So maybe I'll start just putting that in here so y'all can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But let me go in here and see if this itchiness goes away and see if I have a good workout. I will talk to y'all later. Okay, so it's 6:50 and I did everything. So I am good and have about 8,700 steps in. So the steps will be fine. I don't have to do them at work. I may still do it. That's a habit. I like going for the walk after I eat. So I may still do that, just, more casual. But anyway, I had a pretty good workout. The itchies went away kind of right away. I was thinking it was going to last a little bit longer, but it didn't. The workout was, I was energetic for the workout. But, there's nothing against the pre-workout. I'm just trying not to get used to it, because he may eventually take it away when it gets, when I get, in a smaller deficit. And I don't want my body to get used to it and then me mentally feel like that is why I'm not producing in the gym. So that's why I was reluctant to take it. And the fatigue, I know it's not calorie deficit yet because I'm not hungry, and I'm still at 1730 in calories. So the fatigue, I'm sure it's something with the hormones. But anyway, I'm done, and now let me see if I can get to work by 8:30. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Good morning. I wanted to introduce the day. I didn't get back on here yesterday. I did go see my dad, and we are going to consider bringing him home. He does live next door to me, and so we're just going to clean it out, get some nurses in, and see what the VA takes care of and what Medicaid takes care of. and he has a secondary insurance as well. So we're going to see how to work this out. He's not really doing well there. He's not happy. He's not wanting to eat. So we're going to figure it out. There's 5 of us total, but there's only one other, my sister, that will be helping with that. So we're going to try to get that done within the next 3 weeks and then go from there. So it's going to be even more stress on me, but it's part of what I have to do, and I have to keep set with goals that I have for myself as well. This morning I did do my workout, and I did I only have one more cardio session to do. So I did the 30 minutes this morning, and then tomorrow after my workout, I'll do my 15-minute portion. Because I ran out of time. I have to leave the gym by 6:45, and I was 5 minutes into the 15-minute one, and I said I figured I'm gonna be late if I don't head out. So I'm just gonna start over on the 15 tomorrow. The workout seemed it was so. I did lower my weights on a couple of them, but that was only because I wanted to do a slower tempo and, get more out of it. So I'm not sure if I would have hit a PR or not. So I just decided on my own to just do a slower day today on all of them, hold back a little bit of the weight or stay the same, and then just slow it down. So I did that, and it felt pretty good. And that's about it. So I will talk to y'all later if there's anything else going on. By the way, yesterday was Wednesday. I was supposed to do posing, and I didn't. I went to go see my dad instead. So I really got to get posing in. I think I see her next week. It's the 17th, and I've done like 2 sessions or 3, and I am not any good at it at all. I am not very graceful with my hands. I just don't know how to ballerina style them, and I'm getting confused on like the steps to move from front side to back. I'm just not there. So I really need to practice that, and what I'm going to do is just get out a big calendar, put on all my working dates, put out the posing dates, and do a tentative schedule instead of just randomly trying to fit posing in. I just don't know how it's all done, but I'm gonna figure it out and still get at least 6 hours of sleep. I know a lot of it has to do with my husband. If he goes somewhere on the weekend, he just wants me to go, and I don't want to argue and trying to make time for it. I don't know. Y'all know my issues about that. So I will talk to y'all later. Thanks. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm done with my workout, and I just wanted to come on and introduce the day. I know I haven't been on a lot, but nothing really exciting has been going on, and I had been stressing and being feeling fatigue and everything. So it just, last week and this week has just been really hard. But I want to say something. Yesterday and today, how my workouts were a lot better. Today, even way better. And what I did was I added a banana, and I know he took it off of my meal plan, and I know I was going to ask him about giving me more carbs, but I was scared. I don't want to come across as whiny to him, but I know my body needed more carbs than protein. So I kept his macros, but I added a banana and took it from protein or whatever I needed to replace as far as the calories. So it moved everything around. But it is one of the foods that I was originally on, so I don't feel as guilty. But my workout was way better today, and it was feeling better yesterday. So I am going to confess to him, and I know I should have talked to him first. I don't know if I was wrong or not, I just knew what my body needed, and I know that his macros are set to do something specific for my body. But man, there was a big difference adding that banana. And it's just that I eat so much protein at night, like 6 ounces of protein at night at 7 o'clock. And then 7:30, I'm right into the protein shake. It's just so much protein before I go to bed, and I'd been feeling restless, and I think it was just gradually creeping up to that moment where I was just 160 grams of protein. I'm 117, 18 pounds. So I am going to talk to him about it, and I should have spoken to him first. So I don't know how y'all are going to feel about me changing my plan on my own and not just sticking to it. So it is kind of a fail because I'm not sticking to what he said. And it could be my hormones, but it's not all hormones because it felt good to have some carbs in my body. And when I was running my marathons and stuff, I would carb load the night before and be fine for my fasted run. But he's giving me 3 ounces of greens for carbs after 5 p.m. And it's hard trying to wake up to do these PRs and stuff. So I'm going to confess, and I'm going to tell him everything that I just told y'all and see what happens. But I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all as well because my check-ins are in the morning. Today's the last day of this vlog. Trainers might be, if a trainer ever saw this that I wanted to go to someone else, he'd be like, no, you don't follow my rules. I don't know. But I mean, I'm feeling better just on a banana, and it was a little smaller than a medium banana, but I just been doing it the last 2 days. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Got to work and I'm gonna head inside. But I wanted to mention that this morning, last night, my husband asked if we could go to a brewery for a crawfish deal that they were having, that his friend supposedly had already bought the tickets for us. So this morning I prepped all my food for after work, and I'm gonna head there. I did do my last 15-minute incline cardio session this morning. I'm at about 4,300 steps, so I will try to get that in because that event is a lot of just sitting around. It's at about 5 o'clock, so I'm hoping that we're not there probably till 8 or 9, just because it's just for crawfish, but it is a brewery. I don't know what to expect, but I will Uber home, or he will Uber home if we have to go that route, because I need to stay focused here. So that was a little something that I wasn't planning on tonight. I was going to do my posing tonight. So I have one more week of posing, and I've done nothing this week. And I was going to do it today. So I'll start tomorrow, and I will try to do 20 minutes every day. And what I think I'm going to do is I have a long mirror at home that I'm going to bring to work, and I have a lock on my door, so I'm going to try to get in posing in my office. If not, we have a conference room that I think I'm going to sneak out, do it instead of walks. I can do that, and in the morning I'll get extra steps in on the treadmill. That's the only way I could think I'm going to get it in. I did make myself a calendar for Friday through Saturday, just like it is for my check-ins, and I started to list a to-do list for the week, and I'm going to stick to that plan next week. Like I put where I'm going to pose, where I'm going to what appointments I have, what I need to do for my family. Everything is on there, and seeing it in front of me instead of on my app or my calendar in my phone, I think this is going to work better for me, so I can see it. And in the morning I'm looking at this to-do list and get it done, and looking at it at night to cross everything out. And I'm gonna put that on there every week so that I can know that I'm still right on plan. I don't want to put it the whole month calendar and then have something pop up. So hopefully that'll help me fit in the things that I need to fit in. And that's it for now. I'll go over my stats for the week that I'm going to turn in and do a summary of the week later, and then let you know how tonight goes, and then close it up. But hopefully we're not at this brewery long. Yeah, that was unexpected. And I know I don't have to go, but I'm going to go and see how it works with him, knowing that we got to go and I got to go. Actually, one more thing that I've noticed, I just do 2 back and shoulders, and I do 2 leg days a week. That's all he has me doing right now. And I don't do anything for my actual arms, like biceps, tricep exercises. But I've noticed since I've started with him, my arms are more noticeable from when last year that I was on my own doing my own programming. I would include a day for biceps, triceps, and 1 for back and shoulders, and then 3 leg days. I did 5-day workouts. And I never saw my arms as noticeable. It could be because I'm losing the body fat percentages going down, but in the last 3 months, it went down like 1 point something percent. But anyway, I've noticed with this program, I do see more arm stuff going on. And I've had people, make comments on my arms, and when I'm doing videos and I'm putting my arm up here, I can kind of see it more than I did back in December. So that is one of the reasons a coach is good, because he knows what exercises you need to compose your body the way it needs to look. So I'm a little excited that I see that now, and people are noticing that, like, wow, your arms, or you're right in here, you can see it. So I just wanted to let y'all know that is one thing I'm seeing. Maybe my macros feel like I'm still not where I need to be to feel good inside, but as far as the body doing its compositioning with his style and his program, I feel like it's working. So I just wanted to share that. Thanks.
I did do a little practice run in the conference room, so this is where I'll bring the mirror in. Now you can see that I'm in full concentration trying to look at myself in my little camera, so it'll go a lot better once I get a mirror. And I still am not too good with my hand movements, but I'm trying to get the leg work down. That's most important for the next meeting I have with my posing coach. So just wanted to show you a little bit of how that's going to look when I do my 10 to 20 minutes here at work.
Hello, it's the end of Friday and the end of this vlog, and I just wanted to come on to give a summary of the week. We know that my last check-in was at 117.2, and this morning was 117.8.6 gain. And I am gonna send that information along with pictures to my coach. On Saturday, I did do the 5K, and I finished that in a really good time. At least for myself, I think it was good because I hadn't been doing any kind of running. I got all my cardio in. Now on Saturday, I know I went to the Easter event with my mom at my mom's house, and I did miss getting in my rice because I thought she would have some, and then I just didn't want to cook it, and I just didn't eat that meal. And then I missed another meal on Sunday. I missed meal 4 just because we were running around for Easter and stuff. and I wasn't, I got home not in time to eat it. So then on Monday morning, my weight dropped to 115, but then it started to go up. I think next week I'm going to just give you my daily weigh-in so you can see how it fluctuates. But I kind of knew it was going to drop like that because I had skipped some meals and I did that big run. But I've been getting all my steps in. Like I told you, I had been a little bit more tired this week. It started last week. But I was going to tell my coach, but then I didn't. And that's something that I need to work on, like not being worried about what he's going to think about me if I'm just giving him like suggestions on what I think. And then, because if I do that, maybe then he'll tell me why he's doing something. And what if I am right that it's just I'm not supposed to be feeling this fatigued, and my workouts shouldn't feel so like hard like right now, and this was a good fix and he's okay with it. I think I just didn't want to tell him first because I was afraid he'd say no to the banana. So I wanted to try it, and now I have something to fall back on and tell him. But it is cheating on prep if I'm not listening to him and I'm not telling him how I'm feeling. There's just so many reasons why I didn't want to. I just feel like I don't want him to be, oh, she's not listening to me, you know. So I just didn't want to say anything. But of course now I'm going to have to do confession with him. So that's one thing. I've been worried about my blood work, so it could be cortisol levels, because I saw a lot of things on my blood work that of course I can't talk to my endocrinologist about until I meet with them. And I forgot to mention, you know, I already did the MRI. I did that Thursday after work. So we'll see if the microadenoma is there. That's what the whole MRI is about, because of some of the blood work, the way it came back. I have 20 more weeks for the show, and it's a little exciting, but like not learning my posing, it's harder than I thought getting the steps down. I think I'm overthinking it, and then I just get confused, because I know, like, when I go salsa dancing with my husband, it's like I'm just moving, right? And I can now dance with him with no alcohol in my system. But with this, it's just like I'm just so focused on how to move, and I think that's what's getting to me. I'm just overthinking it, and I don't do it with music. So I'm going to try to start doing it with an earbud with some music, and see if that helps, and start wearing the shoes more often around here, and then try to pose even at work. I showed y'all a little piece where I did a little test run, and it'll work perfect. It's enough space. And I can always move the tables back more and have even more space if I wanted to. Oh, my waist did go down to 25.78, 25 and 7/8. It was at 26 for a long time, but I can see it really did look like it was 3/4. But I just left it a little looser just so I can confirm next week if it's going down or not. So that was good. And my arm went back up to 10. It was at 9 and 7/8, so it went back up to 10. I added a banana that I told y'all about that I hope he lets me keep in. I wish he would just let me have more carbs at night, and then I could still do my workout fast, because I really like doing them fasted. But if I can get just something in, which is the banana, then I'm good. And hopefully he'll listen to me about the protein. I think excess protein can make you fatigue. It can mess with your digestion. It can cause kidney issues in your blood work, which is what I have. Some of my blood work was mentioning something about the kidneys, that, and along with the creatine. And this is all me Google researching. No doctor has talked to me about this, but this is what I'm reading, and it is 160 grams of protein, and I'm not sure my body is being able to use it, and I think it's spilling over. So I'm going to let him know that and see what he says, and hopefully he can switch my
protein and give me a little bit more carbs. I would like to be at about 145 in protein, or maybe he'll punish me and give me a cut and not give me any food to replace it. So who knows? But I gotta tell him what I did, and I will let y'all know on the next video, because like I said, he gets back to me on Sunday night and it's barely Friday night. I know I brought up my father's issues a lot, but that's going to be part of something that's going to influence my prep, and it's a challenge that I'm going to have to go through. And I know it is a mock prep, but I'm trying to make this a prep as real as it can go, so that I can learn of all the ins and outs, mistakes, trial and error, and do good when it really counts. I'm focusing on this is a real prep, and I need to do this and follow through with it regardless. So it may be a little bit of a challenge going through stuff with my dad. I don't know, stress wise. As far as me helping clean his house and take care of him, I don't think that's going to stress me. It's switching time around, having enough time, getting enough sleep, those kind of, like, that is what I'm thinking, like a mental toll, not a physical toll, which is probably about just as worse. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully it doesn't make my videos just like a Debbie Downer or anything. I just liked that I'm able to talk to you, and when I'm editing, I can hear myself, and it makes me just rethink about what I'm doing here. So, anyway, again, I will let y'all go, and y'all have a good night. And I did get all my steps in if I didn't say that. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.